Once again, I want to thank Fucking Rankin for that Christmas intro. She made it for me, I think, back in like 2021. I never ended up using it. I don't know why. I used the regular intro and the Halloween intro. I don't know why I didn't use the Christmas intro. So, better late than never. But again, I want to thank her for making that for me. And I don't know how the hell she did it. I want to learn how to do that. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Some one of these days, I got nothing else going on. I'll figure it out. Sorry, I'm late getting started. I know. I'm still feeling like shit. Like yesterday was rough. I still went to work though. I don't know how the hell I did it, but wore a face mask though all day. It's not COVID. I tested myself twice because I thought for sure I had be COVID, but both times it came out negative, so it's not COVID. But I felt like shit, and today's the first day I feel a little bit better. But anyway, so which also leads me to explain that this is why I'm so late in doing this after I reacted to some of Kathy's stream there the other day or other night. The other morning is when I did that. I wanted to come back right away and do the receipt video, but then I started to feel sick and I just felt worse. So better late than never again for that. Let me check out chat here real quick. I can hear myself now. Hey. Okay. Hey, Elizabeth. Hi, Megan. Hi, Lily. Hey, Sunny D. Hey, Renelle. Good morning. Oh, I didn't watch your new video yet this morning. I got to check it out. So, mods, if any of you want to put a link to Renelle's video in there in the live chat, I would be most appreciative. I don't like asking mods to do stuff. I feel so weird, but I don't know. It's like, okay, so like, it's like asking your friends for favors, it feels weird to me. So, Reagan, member for 16 months. Keep up the good work, Aaron. Thank you. I'll try. My aunt has COVID and I take care of her and I'm negative. Ooh, well, I hope your aunt's doing okay and I hope she recovers quickly and well. So, I know, like the first time I had COVID, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't suspect it was COVID. I didn't suspect anything. So when it came back positive, I was like, okay, so you start to kind of remember what it feels like. Then the second time I had COVID, I knew exactly right away it was COVID. I knew it. And then there's another time, but I did that the third time. I feel like I barely even got sick. This time though, I really felt like it was going to be COVID again, but it wasn't. I know I have to get back up to date with my boosters. I haven't, as much of a vaccine advocate as I've been through the years, I'm like a little ashamed to say that I haven't gotten a fourth booster or anything beyond that. All I got was the 3, so I need to change that. Hey, Totally Jane. All right, so I'm going to just jump right into this. And again, sorry I look like shit. Excuse how I look. I'm still sick. And I'm kind of reserving much of my energy for stuff like that for work tonight. So not that I don't feel that you all are worth it or important enough. You are, but I don't know. Work pays me more. I'm kidding. This sounded crass. I'm just kidding though. They do, but I'm just kidding. All right. So let me get started. Now, what I'm talking about here is Kathy P had done a reaction video or a reaction stream to one of my reaction streams where I was reacting to nonsense stream. And Kathy P, upon listening to me make the claim that, no, it wasn't Molly or even Katie for that matter, who first came out with these insinuations that Dre was somehow responsible for her husband's, at that time, current situation. Or it wasn't Katie and then Molly who first came up with any kind of suggestion that Dre's kids were not well and needed to be removed or anything. And my claim was that nonsense had started these things. And Kathy P took like some huge offense to that, like personal offense to that. And she went off saying, that is you are an outright liar or some shit like that. She said, I want to see proof of that. Okay, you got it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you receipts. So when I did my reaction stream, I said as much. I said, all right, I will put that shit together and I will show you. I will do that because at least someone here should be showing some fucking receipts, right? Anyway. Yeah. Oh, and I know Kathy. I keep wanting to call her Kathy now. This is fucking ridiculous. Katie's hearing starts about now. where she's at, but I don't think it's an open hearing. Otherwise, I would have. So I set the stream up at around 11:30, or 10:30, and I set it for 11. But then I was reminded of Katie's court hearing, and I thought, oh, I better push that back. So then I pushed the stream back to noon. And then when I went to look to find the link for her hearing, but I couldn't find the link. So I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I bet it might be closed, this hearing. So I still have no confirmation one way or the other, but I'm of the belief that it's closed because in the past, a link was never difficult to find, let alone this difficult. So I'm to assume that it's closed. So then I went ahead and just set the original time back for this stream for 11 a.m. So if any of you were watching and you saw the jumps there, that's why. So I figured this is a good way to pass the time too until some information comes out regarding her hearing. Because short of anyone being there in person, we're not going to know until the court itself makes public the submissions and the rulings and whatnot. So anyways, back to my receipts here for Kathy. So let me get here to the beginning. Oh wait, let me back out of there and get to the beginning there. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh yeah, there's quite a few screenshots here. Yeah, I want to go nuts. So anyway, the first one here, this is the very first mention I can find from Nonsense. Now, Nonsense, her current page is a secondary page. Okay, that's why it has the 2.0 at the end. Her current page used to be called CMC, the Protest Truths - Nonsense and the Holler 2.0. That's what her current page used to be called. So since that's the 2.0, that page had to have a previous page, and that was this one here. Nonsense herself has admitted as much numerous times that this was in fact her page, and you'll see this too in the screenshots I have to show. So here we have the first mention I can see from Nonsense, and it's from June 25th, 2022. So this is like almost 2 weeks before Katie even fucking talked about it. And it says, "I'm so glad to see the story getting the attention it needs. Thank you to the page below for taking this on. I will share your posts also as more need to know about the true story of what's happening. What's going on in this story is horrific. She was actually one of the first makeup pages I had seen years ago on Facebook. She isn't that person I once thought at all. My heart breaks for V's family. Please go follow that page below for more information. This is a big one, and that's going to be a lot to handle too, as there's so many pieces to it, and none are good currently." I read that and it sounds like fucking Katie. I don't know what it is, the way that's typed out. Maybe it's just the poor sentence construction or whatever that I just automatically associate with Katie, because really it's rare to find someone as poor, as deficient in sentence construction as Katie. I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to be petty there. It's just the truth. Anyway, so what Nonsense had shared was a post from that exposed page. So moving on. These are comments underneath that post. Someone wrote, "What the fuck? Yeah, I can see it. Very disturbing. Those babies, who knows what all they have been exposed to which Nonsense says, "This rabbit hole is deep. The amount of money I'm seeing she makes too, and is still asking and having her followers pay for everything is absolutely insane." Right off the bat, that's what she's concerned about more than anything, is how much fucking money Dre is making. Someone seems awfully preoccupied with fucking money. So again, in the comment section. Now, some of these I forgot to include the date in the comments. So, but I wasn't going to go back and find them. But right here is one where I did include the date. See, it says right here, June 25th, 2022. Someone says, "Watch this a few times now, and I just cannot believe what I'm watching. She did this on a live. What the fuck, man? Not cool at all. At all." Shaking my head. Now, what she had done on their live is the live stream that Dre had done, where she's doing whippets on camera. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucked up, but that kind of makes me want to like Dre. I don't know. It's not even like the whole drug aspect. It's the whole like fuck you to the man sort of thing. All right, to which Nonsense says, "There's so much with this, how she's treating Vaughn's family, the health and well-being of the kids, she obvious addiction issues, and so much more. My heart breaks for his family." Huh. That's I don't know. That's surprising to hear her say that. Here, this one, another one I did include the date, June 25th. She says, "This is her. Trust, I hadn't seen her for over 4 years, and she popped up when I was doing the Heather Renee exposure. I had to watch to see if it was her, too. That's when I learned Vaughn was in a coma. Nothing made sense until I started looking, and sadly, it all makes sense now. She's deep in a cult." See what I mean? This shit reads like fucking Katie wrote it. Crazy. Wait, I'm losing track of the ones I read. There we go. All right. So that's 79. So 78. That was that one. Okay. So 79 I'm at. Someone says, "So you don't have a past?" And this is, again, I included the date under nonsense comment there. Now we're on June 26th. So someone had said, "So you don't have a past? So why would you want to cause her more grief while she's going through hell with her husband as sick as he is over her past? So much has happened in a healthy way for her whole family since this video. Why don't you post that?" To which nonsense says, "Wait, you think this is all just past events, nothing happening currently? And sorry to disappoint you, but no, I don't have a past that includes anything like this. Healthy? How can you think that they look and are healthy?" Meaning Trey's family. "Do you know what a cult is?" Now we're on June 29th, to which nonsense posted, "I think it's time some truth comes out, but there won't be, I highly doubt." Oh my God, that you read that the way I read it, and it kind of rhymes. To which then nonsense comments under her own post, "She's got this page blocked, but it's currently live on her page." I don't even know I included that, but whatever. What was that, 80 or 81? It was 80. Okay. So now we're still on June 29th. Nonsense shared, "This situation bothers me in so many ways. There's many things that don't make sense. The minor children in the story are being greatly affected and do not even look healthy either. I really hope something happens swiftly as Vaughn's family is being tortured daily, not even being able to see, touch, even get answers about his condition. There's more pages and groups covering this topic currently, so if you just search her name or even Vaughn's, you'll find a ton of info. Please stop sending her money." And then she included a post from McCray. "If family comes to this page, please be respectful. We have several posts on page about this," and whatever. I'm not going to go into all of that. Is that 81? Should have 81. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm at 82. Okay. So now this is somewhere between that last post, which was June 29th, and July 7th, is when nonsense started the new page here, or at least started typing or posting on the 2.0 page. So, but even still, when she first made this page, when she first went on this page to comment, it was originally called, you can see this much in the About section. I can pull that up for you in just a moment. But it was originally called CMC Protest Truths in the Holler 2.0. So, and then she changed it to Nonsense on the Web 2.0. So annoying. Actually, here. Oh, cool. It did save my password last time. All right. Awesome. I don't have to put it in again. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. So here, this is on her 2.0 page now, Nonsense on the Web 2.0 page. See, this is the name of the page, personal blog. History. Change name to Nonsense on the Web 2.0 August 5th. But before that, on June 10th is when she created CMC Protest Truths Nonsense in the Holler 2.0. So I'm presenting receipts for the things I'm saying. That's all I'm doing. So, okay, there's that. So back to here. So now we have July 7th. Sorry, y'all, I got to post on the backup because the main page is still locked up and I'm still unsure if I'll get it back. But thankfully, things are saved and things are still progressing in Ohio with Heather Renee. I hope everyone is following this case as it's gaining needed traction finally. A few questions I have that I'd love to hear the answers for just after first read. How tall is Vaughn? And how tall was this shed? Considering it is a shed in a trailer court, I'd assume it to be on a standard tool gardens shed size. Also, a wobbly chair, but it had to have held a full-size human's full weight and would have, I cannot read her. Also a wobbly chair, but it had to have held a full-size human's full weight and should have been in the shed also very close by. Why didn't she have daughter call emergency services while she was attempting the other things she claimed as well? There was definitely wasted time if things were as it states in the report. Those are just a few questions I had after reading this. I'm not sure I understand the questions. Thank you to all the pages doing so much to try to help Vaughn's family. And here she posts screenshots of the police report. Notice how none of them have the without a crystal ball watermark on them. I just want to point that out. So that means that she somehow got a hold of them through another avenue besides without a crystal ball. Nonsense. I just want to point that out. Was that 82? It was, okay. 83. Here are the comments under that. Oh, this is a place where I didn't pull up the date, but if need be, I can. Who are they talking about? This is in regards to the slave by Dre stuff going on currently. This is the police report from the incident that led to him being in a coma. Someone says, I live in a mobile home park in Ohio, and the basic largest size shed we have is 12 by 12, which is larger than you think. I'm not sure about other states. Then Nonsense says, I posted the very ones they have. 83. I read that. 84. I couldn't help it. Oh, this one here, I did put the date. See this black box here? If you hover over the where it says 1 and Y, if you hover over that, then this black box with the actual date and specific time pops up. So that's what I did. So for this comment here, where she tags Erica Genevieve, that's the comment that was made on July 8, 2022 at 2:04 p.m. And that's 2:04 p.m. Eastern time, my time. I just want to point that out because the screenshot was taken from my location. Erica says, which I find amazing, they have discovered on YouTube that it's a metal shed. They are going to be going over more on YouTube today, to which Nonsense says, I posted the exact photos of the shed above. Erica then says, if you watch Molly Go Lightly, they are supposed to have more soon. Ooh. Advertising for Molly there. Huh. That's interesting. Was that 83? No, it was 82. Okay. No. 85. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So next one, this, I can't help but to notice there was that comment made underneath that post. And then the very next post regarding this situation is right here. Nonsense then posts more screenshots of the police report. This time they do have without a crystal ball's watermark on them. No? It's interesting. And then it says, please read and follow this page as this is an excellent breakdown and verified information from legit sources. And then she puts a shameless plug in there for Katie Joy's page. Right after someone suggested that you watch Molly Go Lightly's page for more information in the comment section from the previous post. No? Huh. That's fucking weird. No? I don't think it's weird. I think it makes perfect sense, actually. So here we have July 7th. Make it make sense. And then picture. She's now posting pictures of the sheds up. You know, just want to put that out there. 87. You see right here, I did grab the date again. It's July 9th, 11:31 a.m. But first, someone says, those are pictures from 2015. I'm sure the shed has rust and not in best of shape. I don't buy her story. To which Nonsense, Becky says, why do I always call her Nonsense? I should call her Becky. I should, right? These are the last listing photos of the property before they bought it. I tried to Google Earth to see if an upgrade. I'm picturing someone just typing in Earth. I tried to Google Earth. listing photos of the property before they bought it. I tried to Google Earth to see if an upgrade had been made, but from what I've seen, these are still the current sheds on the property still, too. She likes prepositions a lot, I've noticed. Okay. 88. July 8th, this says. Come on. Why won't you get bigger? Thank you. She says, this one I found was very fucking, like, this one jumped out at me. Interesting how you had all of 2022 planned out in January, but you didn't think by June people would be catching on to your real plans. What? That sounds, that, see, that what that suggests to me is that Dre expected to continue going throughout her year with no one being any wiser to her real plans. But too bad nonsense is on the case now, because nonsense is clued right the fuck into her real plans. And what the fuck does she mean by real plans? Like what? You think that Dre intended for her husband to end up where he is? Because I've said from day fucking one, I don't find that to be the case. I don't believe it to be the case. And I think it's really a fucking shitty stretch to go that far and to suggest that that's the case. Did she make mistakes as a wife? Sure, she did. Whatever. That's between her and her conscience that she's got to live with. I don't even care to comment on that. I really don't. But to suggest that she did something or had something to do with him ending up in a coma in May 2022 is fucking horrible, is it not? But here we are. I mean, what else could nonsense possibly fucking mean by that, huh? Moving on. Was 89? Okay, no, it was 88. Here's 89. Why is this? I can't see all the lettering. Why is that? All right, I'm going to have to keep it smaller if I want to keep all the lettering on there. In normal situations, I'd leave this part of the story alone, but I can already see people defending her and saying the lambs, aka children, are doing so well. This is part of a video from April of 2022. Obviously, the children are struggling also with things. Or is this part of the setup and cover up? So many questions. How else one to read that other than to conclude that what nonsense is suggesting here is that there was a setup prior to Vaughn being where he was at and prior to there being needed a cover up, which that screams to me premeditation. No, does it not? I mean, that's the accusation it's screaming to me as anyways. Huh. Some pretty fucking shitty things there you're saying, nonsense, no? And I know people are going to say, well, she apologized for this. That's great. That's a good first step. However, when it's brought up again, where she's reminded of the things she said, it's probably, if she were truly remorseful over this, then she would probably not fight so damn hard to convince everyone else that they're wrong. Someone says, you keep posting about her. I thought this page was about CMC. What is this lady's page name so I can understand what's going on? Thank you. To which Nonsense says on July 8, 2022, no, sorry, this page is not about CMC. Never has been. Search Slay with Dre. I thought that was a pretty fucked up thing to say because clearly this page was originally about CMC since that was the original title of the page's name, no? And now here you are trying to rewrite your own history here when history that's not even relevant or pertinent. No, sorry, this page was never about CMC. It never has been. It was just called that. I just named the page that. Why would you think that the title was what the page was about? Like, search this page name instead. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Like, that was totally unnecessary, no? Of course, there was 91. Here we have it. They won't be able to find out what's causing the seizures. But, you know, I've never seen such a confident, untrained, uneducated, unethical spouse making such huge claims. Well, I have. But it's usually all cases from ID Network. So the only time she's ever seen a spouse behaving in such a confident, untrained, uneducated, unethical spouse-like demeanor or spouse-like place making huge claims, the only time she's seen that is when that spouse was being showcased on ID Network. Like murder porn, basically. That's what she's saying. Huh. Now, who was the first one to really insinuate that Dre was responsible for her husband's location or situation at that time? Was it Katie? Was it Molly? I mean, from my own research, Molly was one of the last ones to jump on that one. No, it was you, nonsense. Katie quickly thereafter, well, within 2 weeks anyways after. And then Molly. Huh. Is that 91? All right, 92. Mom of the Year, another live from 2022 with her children right next to her. Edited clip to not show daughter as she's on camera right before and after these comments. Poor, I'm guessing that's when the parentheses was supposed to end. Okay. Poor Vaughn even looks embarrassed by her comment, but sadly, I'm sure, knows better than to cross her. I don't blame anyone for laughing at this comment at the moment, but looking back at all her behaviors it is really bothersome. Those girls are only 12 and 14. I cannot imagine the things they've seen or heard. It's heartbreaking. Wow. Way to rag on someone's fucking parenting there. Here we have, I want to feel good too, you know. Yes, we do know that you are using anything and everything to self-medicate. Got it. But now she's calling her an addict. No? Kava is drank in a tea oftentimes. I'm not judging anyone who drinks it as a personal choice, and it also has some cultural associations. Also, way too many altos. But this one needs to stop acting like she isn't just a human canned garbage, dumping anything down her throat for the next high. Now, I looked at this, though. See, nonsense doesn't usually capitalize weird letters in her sentences like Katie does. Like Katie does often. But here we have that done here. But it's only in the word high, and every letter is capitalized except for G. So I tried to Google up what that could possibly mean. I could find nothing. But so if anyone else has any kind of ideas, you know, I guess it just seems like if Katie had done this, I wouldn't think anything of it because that's what Katie does. But I don't see nonsense doing that quite as often as Katie. So to have 3 letters there out of 4 improperly capitalized by someone who rarely makes that mistake in capitalizing letters not required for capitalization tells me that this could have been done on purpose. And I'm kind of curious why that might be. So if anyone has any ideas, please reach out to me. Here we have self-control is not a quality I very readily possess. Just don't disrespect them, end quote. As she continues to post the most degrading things about someone she claims she loves. Now she's suggesting that she don't even love her man and kids. What the fuck is that? That's some crazy shit, no? Okay. Okay, first off, biofeedback does have many benefits when done correctly. Yeah, okay there, Llama. However, what she's claiming is not how it works at all. Sure, Llama, why don't you break that down for us? How can a machine read your brainwaves through a device multiple countries away? Have you ever heard of the World Wide Web? Have you? I mean, I'm guessing you must have because you uploaded this through the World Wide Web. But you seem to not know what it is you were using. I don't. Like, how did these words end up on my screen here in New York State from states away from being uploaded? How did that happen? Oh my God. How do you transfer data from countries away? What do you talk? Oh my God. Like, that's what it is. That's data. It's data being transferred. It's data being collected in proximity of the physical person on a device, which then it collects the data. It uploads it to the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web then shoots it across to the location that's requesting for this information. And then that device in that location that's requesting the information then receives the data and then presents the data for the human to read. That's what happens. About as smart as Llama, I see. Okay. Allegedly, whatever. Anyone know how much she charged for these sessions? If she's been offering them to her supporters, because you know she isn't doing nothing without money involved. Biofeedback and neurofeedback are both incredible tools to add to one's belt of therapies available, but the claim she's making are wild. So I'm not knocking biofeedback. I'm not, okay? Because sure, in the right settings, with the right professionals, with the right analysts even, it can provide it can show to be a bit of a tool. But I think people are putting a lot of fucking expectations on biofeedback. It's just another way in which to collect data and provide data for humans to read and analyze and then decide accordingly. This is nothing new. Biofeedback is the benefits of biofeedback are nothing new. We've been working with biofeedback for how long now? I mean, from the very first time blood pressure was taken, that was biofeedback. You know, the first time someone's felt someone's forehead to see if they have a fever, that's biofeedback. So yeah, these are all important, great things. But now suddenly people are putting all this faith into something that's we've been using this whole fucking time. Only now it's technology that's doing the collection rather than ourselves. But even still, technology can't collect without the humans hooking them up. But whatever. All right. I don't know. I did that one. Okay, so okay, here we go. No, damn it. I was on 9.5. See, I cannot fucking remember shit when I'm sick. I'm horrible. So here we have July 8th. I just want to post this because it helps verify that she was definitely the aggressor and proud of it. I know it's been seen, but I'm trying to post things that I've seen asked a ton in groups. I know it's been seen, but I'm trying to post things that I've seen asked a ton of groups just to help maybe even one person wake up and stop supporting her. So you weren't doing this for Vaughn's sake or anything. You were doing this just for the hopes, because of your hope that it might possibly stop one person from sending her fucking money. That was your intent. That was your goal. Boy, you definitely reached your goal, and more people's in regard for more people than just Dre. You reached your goal in regard to Vaughn's entire fucking birth family, you know? Also, I didn't add the music. Oh, I think that does matter. Okay. It was 96. Yeah. Here we have, she says, April 7th, 2022. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's a high possibility that this is a person who trades addictions or has numerous at one time: religion, medication, health, fads, shopping, etc. Also, there's no cure for these autoimmune diseases like she's claiming. Yes, remission is possible, but a cure it is not. It was 97, yeah. All right, so these are labeled differently because at this point my iPad kept freezing up and it was pissing me off, so I had to switch to the computer. So here we have July 9th. Out of respect for Vaughn and his family, I have edited the video to remove him from the screen. If you go watch this video yourself from December 28, 2021, you'll notice how she throws that knife and points it in anyone's face at any time. I'm sorry, but I find it disturbing to hear this one say anything about respect and then do this to the man she supposedly loves, suggesting she doesn't really love him. Okay. And all I'm going to say about the conversation taking place in this video is, why are they always constantly hungry? You have such a responsibility you take so seriously, yet the common theme is chronic hunger in those kids. Make it make sense. Now suggesting that she doesn't feed her fucking kids. In the comments, and here the comment there by Nonsense is from July 9, 2022. Pamela says, I've never heard a child this age talk about or beg for food like I've heard this poor baby do. This child even asked to look at a picture of meat. This hurts my heart. To which Nonsense says, this will cause forever trauma surrounding food for those poor babies, too. The insane extremes of all this is only creating more insecurities for those kids. There's so many things that with this that sickens me, but going back and hearing how she actually treats them as her waitresses and maids is beyond me. I'm all for children having chores and responsibilities, but this is punishment and not chores. This is extreme. July 9th, she posts, if you aren't already, please go give these pages a follow. I know one of the pages, the picture here is that exposed page. I think the second page was that unmasking page or something. They've been posting and carrying a huge weight throughout this case. She's been calling it a case this whole time. I want to point that out. and continue to post facts that more need to see. They are doing an incredible job keeping everyone up to date with the most current information. There are also a few groups that are doing great, which you can find by just typing hashtag justice for Vaughn. I love how she was using the hashtag justice. Go, get down. I love how she was using the hashtag justice for Vaughn. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know it's mean. It's not mean. I don't think it's mean. But she needs to learn to listen somehow. A little squirt of water will help her listen in a very safe and humane way. Like they pointed out. I'm sure I'll get bullshit for it, but it's water. Don't watch me give her a bath then. Shit. I give her a bath like once every 2 or 3 weeks, and I think it's because I think she was taken away from her mom too soon. I don't think she quite possibly learned how to clean very well, and I feel like she smells sometimes, so I give her a bath. Please feel free to drop the links to the pages that are posting verified information and facts only in the comments below if you want. The more eyes and pressure, the better at this point. Next, we have July 9th. She says, well, 2022 is election year, and Arizona has a lot of new candidates looking to make a name for themselves. Maybe it's time to start contacting the people running for offices to see if they can help on a local and state level. This family needs all the help they can get. Here's a list of some of the candidates in Arizona. Remember, this happened in Yuma, but currently in Tucson. She's trying to convince people, especially people living in Arizona, she's trying to convince them to get involved in politics, to sway people to vote in accordance to who might possibly be able to help these kids be taken away from their mother. That's what it sounds like to me. July 9th, another video that makes me have concerns about the nutrition of those children in the home. She is attempting to blame it on eating what 75% of the population does, but is missing the point. Oftentimes, it is a sign of something occurring. But what she's alluding to is, once again, bullshit. I'm guessing she means bullshit with the emoji. And another thing to push, toothpaste. This for, okay. Oh, here we go. Now I won't lose track because I was going over these before I started, and that's why there's the different colors. Anyways, July 9th. These might be posted someplace already, or clips of this, but I went back and screen recorded the entire live, because if her associates, friends, admins are getting so brave in defending and protecting her, maybe they should rewatch what they are condoning again. Maybe they should realize what she's laughing about in this video. One of many things could be considered as assault, or even worse if she wasn't joking, just joking. Many things would be considered as assault, or even worse if she wasn't just joking. Before you claim that, also remember that she said these things in numerous videos already, and she should have no access to even attempting such things if she's even having these thoughts. Period. For her admins who demand respect and protect her at all costs, ask yourself a question. Would she do the same for you? And if so, at what cost? Message to the select 6. Her 6 highest PP team, I don't know what that means, members, aka cult members. You guys have helped her and have become part of the plan, haven't you? Part of what plan? I bet we will see reports filed by the Select 6 about verbal abuse and things they've seen in all these Zoom calls in the future. You've become part of her plan. How does that feel? Now ask yourself again, would she do any of these things for any of you? If you answer yes, you're delusional, because she can't even care for her own children without needing them removed, because she's afraid of her own actions and what she might do to them. Yes, she made a statement similar. It seems like such a weird way to word that sentence. I hope your mother-in-laws are watching you defend her and making sure to talk to their sons and get things in writing so this doesn't happen to anyone else. If you agree with anything she's doing, then you have shown You can't be trusted either, because this is inhumane. Maybe it's time to look into exactly who these select 6 are. Huh, that sounds to me like you're kind of encouraging people start posting shit about these select 6 people. That sounds to me like an approval for doxing. No? Possibly. This is the comment here I'm about to read is from July 11th. Someone had wrote, what else she had in that phone that she needed so bad? I wish they'd get Von's phone and get all her Google searches and see what she has been up to now that she has been quiet and before Von ended in this hospital. Nonsense says, she has an entire Google Drive of videos of him that her admin Ashley had access to also. There's a clip of her admitting that on this page too. It's sick. Huh. July 9th, Nonsense posted, this right here, those of you questioning the photo in Google Earth video might understand now. The report says the incident happened in the shed. If you Google the address, it brings up the last listing photos when they bought the house. You'll see the actual shed. Google Earth will show you that no upgrade or change has been made either to the property. This, however, confirms that theory for sure with firsthand video proof that the shed is in fact a very old metal shed. Make it make sense. And I noticed that what she linked there isn't available anymore. This, however, confirms the theory for sure with first-hand video proof. It sounds to me like she posted somebody's video who went there firsthand to determine what shed is actually on location at that time. So for someone who had an awful lot to say about, oh my God, Molly said one of her video watchers or subscribers or whatever over to Dre's house to take video of their backyard, that is too far. It sounds to me like Nonsense was more than happy to share that footage. I don't know. I can't pull the footage up, so I can't confirm this one way or the other. But if it's not that, I'm kind of curious what it is she linked to this post then. No? Anyway, moving on. July 9th. She said it best with her last line. What goes around comes around. Remember that you put that energy out that you are receiving back. Did you forget that's your line always too? Boo, she's not reading your shit, you know? Like, so many of these posts or whatever are stated in a way of where you are clearly displaying expectation of your words being read by her. That's a little bit delusional, I think. That worries me. You are writing these things out so you honestly expect her to read your shit. She don't know you. You're nothing to her. It's crazy. I mean, is it possible? Sure, it's possible. But when you end it, did you forget that's your line always too? Like, that sounds like you fully intend and expect this to be read by her. Not that it's a possibility. I don't know. You seem awfully invested. Weird. My opinion. July 9th. Whoever is actually looking into this case, that would be you, no? It seems like you've been doing an awful lot of looking into this case. Whoever is actually looking into this case needs to get a hold of this Google Drive and question Miss Ashley, since she's an accomplice, a.k.a. assistant, it seems. An accomplice to what? Because an accomplice insinuates that a crime has been committed. I'm curious what crime it is you think that's been committed that she could be an accomplice to. I'm guessing it's a crime that you believe Dre had committed, no? What crime could you be alluding to there? Huh, I wonder. July 10th. I hate to say this, but I believe this entire story she's telling on a public live from April 2022 will somehow, some way come to play in this case. Again, case. I have a horrible feeling I know where this could possibly lead, and I really hope those closest to her, Miss Ashley, and the select 6 that have access to all these personal things that she shared with you really start. Okay, let me read that differently because I can read it better. I have a horrible feeling I know where this could possibly lead, and I really hope those closest to her, aka Miss Ashley, and the select 6 that have access to all these personal things that she shared with you, really start waking up and seeing the big picture and use your knowledge to get him justice and save those kids. Many of you that are close to her, Chrissy, have answers to a lot And it makes me sick to think that as mothers yourselves, that you've been okay with and even supporting her behavior. I understand she's brainwashed many of you too, and your relationships are abusive and many fear her, but please do the right thing and help this family. Vaughn deserves a voice, and you all can help tell his truth. Well, that post is just a whole shitload of accusations rolled up into one, is it not? Let's see. You are suggesting that Miss Ashley, the Select Six or whatever, have important knowledge into what Dre has done to her family and to Vaughn and is continuing to do. And that it is your duty as mothers to make this information known. I don't remember Molly saying any shit like that. Ever. Oh, sorry. Oh, the other page that I keep forgetting the name to is The Ultimate Deception Unmasked. I don't know why I can't remember that. July 10th, Nonsense writes, my stomach's going to growl. Sorry, I'm starving. It just hit me and it's going to get loud, I think. These are numerous clips from lives posted by her in September 2021. For full videos, please visit The Ultimate Deception Unmasked. Okay. Questions I instantly have watching these videos. Is the room he is in his room, or is it a family room / den? I noticed it doesn't have a door, and I'm hoping that isn't to deprive someone privacy. You'll notice she at first, oh, that's right. I remember reading this. Okay. You'll notice, oops. Okay, all right, calm down. I won't scream again. I'll let you walk away slowly. Sorry. I could hear her in the background, though. Why did I skip over it? That's right. I want to make sure that me hitting a button there didn't fuck anything up. Okay. All right. Questions I have, I instantly have watching these videos. Is the room he is in his room, or is it a family room / den? I notice it doesn't have a door, and I'm hoping that isn't to deprive someone privacy. You'll notice she, at first, when she sits down, she hides the phone behind her back. So I remember reading that, and the first thing that came to my mind was, imagine being an adult and you don't have your own room with a door. And then I sat there wondering, like, I sort of thought of other people. I thought, like, you know, most people, when they go to sleep at night or whatever, they're usually most people have their own room, you know? I mean, if you're a big family or something, then, you know, different things, you know, have to be made. But when you're an adult, though, you usually have your own room. And then I remember thinking, oh my God, I can't remember. I can't imagine what it must be like for Katie's son who never gets to sleep by himself. That's got to suck. Yeah, he's 11. Okay, I'm sorry. I digress. You'll notice okay, I read that. You'll notice she at first, when she sits down, she hides the phone behind her back, then proceeds to dose him with something from a bag. You can hear it and see what's going on, still on screen. Dose him. What kind of insinuation do you think that that's going to give to people when you say dose him? I'm going to dose him. It means that you're going to drug someone. That's the image that's conveyed by wording it in such a manner, is it not? Why if he's been having all these problems, do 9 out of 10, we only see her dosing him with things? I don't know what that means. Why isn't he able to do it himself? Dose him himself? Okay. Listen to their conversation and what she's trying to portray. This comes after hours of her on live losing her mind. These are in the part 3 videos from this day. You'll notice he must be hungry or not super excited about the food she's giving them, as she makes a comment about now he gets his fries. If the man wants fries, let him have fries. I gotta agree with that. Whatever type he wants, nothing but control. You'll notice she scolds him like a child, as she obviously didn't hear him say something. Her comments are very demeaning, even in her lives, constantly to him. She ends the live by even making some sideways comment to him about a small piece of something, but you can see the pure disdain in her eyes and hate in her heart in those eyes. See, this totally reads like a Katie sentence. It's unbelievable. Did they go to the same school? All right. This one is one I didn't. This is one I didn't get the date on, but it would have been in the comment section of the one I just read. But I want to point out here, though. See how it says nonsense on the web? This person here was tagging nonsense on the web, but when this person made their comment with the tag, the channel was, or the page was called CMC Protest Truths, Nonsense in the Holler 2.0. Yeah. Someone wrote, she's absolutely insane. She is clearly loaded in this first video. Her eyes are heavy looking and her whole demeanor is slurred, to which Nonsense writes, and she's had like 67 personalities in the hours of videos from this day. So she's definitely doing something. Oh, okay. So on this page, she also posted or whatever about this Arizona thing, the people running the candidates. So here we have July 10th. I really hope the case is active again instead of closed, but this gives me hope. Nonsense is hoping that the police investigation into the circumstances to led to Vaughn being in a coma at that time, she's hoping that investigation is still open. It was closed, but she's hoping it is now currently reopened. I really hope it gives me hope. More of her inner circle knows what has happened to Vaughn and how he was treated. Please, to her friends and inner circle, do the right thing and tell the truth to the proper authorities. No one needs to come to pages or groups to tell their stories, unless you're coming to mine. They can just make a call themselves even. Oh, can they? They can? Anonymously even. Just please do the right thing. Most of you are moms yourself, so put yourself in the family's shoes. She shares a screenshot. I think this is Katie Joy's screenshot. I don't know where Katie Joy got it from though. Okay. This is Dispatcher 1405. Our detectives are aware of this and are looking into this. This is the exact generic message everyone is getting. This is unacceptable. To which Dispatch then reiterates. This is Dispatcher 1405. I'm sorry you feel that way. This is an active investigation being handled by the detectives. During an active investigation, information is not available to the public. If you would like to provide your phone, and then it comes out. So here we have July 11th is the date in the comments. Poor Vaughn, to which Nonsense says, absolutely. So you notice again, here's the page name difference. Absolutely heartbroken that he lived like this for so many years. I hate we can't go back and change things. This story will forever haunt a lot of people, but those kids and his family are absolutely going through hell, and it's so unfair. Okay. July 11th. This entire live is done from the first Airbnb she claims they stayed at in the beginning of June 2022. Medical professionals will be highly disturbed by this video as she tells so many stories that are not usually how things happen. She also talks about how they were overfeeding him, and that's what is causing him more issues. Listen to her words. This video was still on her page at the time of me recording it. Also, pay close attention. The kids are in the room or close by the entire time in almost every single live. Not only has she been lying to everyone else, but she's trying to convince her own children of her lies. Molly never said any shit like that. Wow. Holy crap. July 11th. Someone said, sad when the man is laying in a hospital bed and she's still trying to control what he eats and how much. To which Nonsense says, agreed. He deserves so much better. His life matters. Which, I mean, naturally is a true statement, but I mean, just shocking to see that come from Nonsense, no? All right, someone says, I pray for the person making this page against her. She's going through a hell that if you haven't been there, you can't understand. I pray you or any of you making the bad comments never have to go through anything like this. How sad to be going through this, but then having to read this negativity. God is an awesome God and can do so much, can do such amazing things. Miracles do come true. But more than anything, she needs love, not hate. God bless her and her family. And God bless each and every one of you, even through the hate. To which Nonsense says, have a blessed day. Which really is it's a perfect way to respond to that. I got to give her credit. Oh, it's the same screenshot. Oh, I did. Oh, that's right. The first time I didn't get the date on it. This time I took another screenshot and got the date, July 11th. July 11th. For those saying she has not used this current situation as a way to profit financially, you are very incorrect. This was only a few days after the family learned via social media that he was even in the hospital. She says no one besides Slay Mafia knew anything for 2 weeks, but yet here she is selling. MLM Hun to the extreme. You heard her say a red heart is on her site in her honor? You heard that, right? 9-minute clip from okay. Videos are still posted on her page. I'm providing some longer clips to hopefully avoid some traffic to her page. Okay. She needs remove. I'm guessing that means she needs removal from social media completely. So now Nonsense is taking it upon herself to determine whether or not somebody else has the right to even be on social media, let alone do anything else. Like, I don't remember electing her to be the arbiter of such things. Do you? And it was after July 11th that Nonsense started to shift, because that's right around the time Katie and Molly had their big blow up. So anyone remember this trip she's speaking of? This is around the time I know many started questioning some things. Also, I've attached the corresponding traffic tickets for that trip. She did FTA on those traffic tickets, and a warrant was issued. I have found traffic violations usually I have found are bench warrants. This is around the time there started to become a noticeable change in her. So there you have it. There are your receipts there, Kathy. Now, I already suspect to have an idea of what Kathy and her ilk will try to spout as a defense for her being incorrect. And that defense would be, well, I don't see where she came out indirectly said that she thought she was responsible for this or that, whatever. She did, though. And really what she did is far more smarter than coming out and saying what her actual thoughts are. She instead made all the connections without drawing you a map, and dropped all the points of interest right there in your lap for you to draw yourself the map and then go out and spread the map. She got you to do it for her, boo. That's what she did. See, that's something that I know Katie has a hard time mastering. I mean, I think that she tries to do that, but she's too impatient. So she just ends up stating the things herself. And then people catch on. And then she finds herself landing in lawsuit trouble. So it seems Nonsense is a little smarter than Katie in that front. But they both are incredibly stupid in thinking and believing that they can just erase the things that they said without actually erasing the things that they said. Because, like, this is, I understand that she has seemingly lost access to her original page. So she can't really go in and change anything there or delete shit. I get that. But she clearly still has control over the page she's on now. And she could go through and delete all of those fucking comments and posts by her. But she doesn't. Like, she's pissing on your head and not even having the common courtesy to lie to you, to tell you it's raining. She's pissing on your head and saying, no, I'm pissing on your head. And you're sitting there saying, oh, what beautiful rain we have today. My opinion, whatever. All right, I'm checking out chat. I haven't looked at it in a while, so I may be missing some shit. Sorry. Oh, my God, I'm so hungry. Where am I? Okay, there we are. I'm at the beginning. Hey, Misty. Hey, Dash X. Hey, FWI. Hey, Heather. Hey, Live Life Whimsically. Sally B, what's up? Greenworm79, what's up? that who's CMC. Yeah, I don't. It's a person. I know. I don't know. I don't remember her name though. I know HR is Heather Renee. I know that much. Hey, Autistic Shell. Hi, Steffi. Hey, DC. Or no sense works. Hey, Renelle. I already said hi to you, but hi again. Oh my God. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. All right. I'm just scrolling through looking for to see if I'm tagged anywhere or if there's anyone I didn't say hi to or whatever. Hey, Mousy Files. Hey, Sue Elliott. Hi. Hey, Jesse. Been a while. How's everyone? I'm doing well. Well, besides this cold, but other than that, I'm doing well. How are you? I hope you're well as well. It's a lot of wells. And I think I've gone through and I've presented the timeline of events. I want to do it in a more concise manner though. I still have all the folders and shit for each of the weeks and months I covered already, but I want to show the actual progression in accordance to posts and tweets from Katie to show when she flipped the script and to also show when nonsense did. I didn't break it down to like the hour by hour detailed timeline. I did day by day though, and even day by day, like nonsense flipped the script like within 48 hours of Katie Joy flipping the script. Within 48 hours of Katie Joy making it known that she flipped the script. And I forget. I don't know which live stream or video it was of Katie's I was watching, but I remember watching it, and there was right after it was something she said that made me think, "Oh my God, she's gonna flip. She's gonna flip. She's been posting against Dre this whole time. She's gonna flip over to Dre's side." And when I said that in my live stream when I was reacting to hers, and a couple of people were like, "I really, you think so? I don't think so." I'm like, "Oh no, she is. Watch." And sure enough, within a day, maybe 2 days, she did. She did just that, and then within 2 days from that. Nonsense did. So I don't know. That just seems kind of odd. And like it seemed to be just those two that did it. Like the exposed page didn't do it. The unmasked page didn't flip along with them. It was just those two that flipped. So I thought that was it stood out. Hey Tiffany. Hey April. Hey Chicken Cakes. Oh good, I'm glad you're doing pretty good, Jesse. You're cold? I'm sorry. What was in? Oh yeah, no, it was in July 2022. Yep, I know that. Oh, because that's when Katie started covering this. Was in the first week of July, and by the end of the second week in July, she had already flipped the script. So, she tried not to though. She at first tried to come at the story and so she was there for the family, but she's not associating herself with trash like Molly. Like that's what she tried to do. But then when the family stopped wanting to associate with Katie because Katie's Katie, that's when she was like, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking thing down. And she went about trying to do that. And she at some point recruited nonsense maybe to help her and possibly allegedly, in my opinion. And then I'm guessing Katie got served with something, maybe even by Trey, she got served from. And then Katie was like, "Shit, I don't really think it's wise of me to keep talking about the story. So let me enlist Unirod to take over for me." And then she moved on to other things, or she moved on to devoting her time and energy to her 7M lawsuit. So I don't know. That's a very, I like how you put that, DC. And that thought never crossed my mind, but yeah, I think you're right. She just had to find the right people that stand for nothing and will trade their morals for money. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. She announced that once she got back up, she would never admit exist. I don't know what that means. I see what you're saying, April. Yeah. Well, I mean, she did. She's changed positions. I guess is a way to put it. Hey, Heather. Skipped over a section here. I don't think I saw some people. I don't know. All right. So, and I want to put this out there, because I think there were a few things in Kathy's stream where she clearly hadn't seen any receipts on. Um, I don't recall what they are. So if there's anything in particular she wants to see receipts, I hope she sees this as proof that if she just states what those situations are, that things I've claimed, that is, I can't provide proof or receipts for anyone else's claims, nor am I going to sit here and try. If she has questions about those claims, she can go to the people making those claims. But for the things I've claimed, me alone, if there's anything else she needs or wants proof of, all she has to do is tell me what they are, and I will gladly present that for you. Hopefully, this helps lend some sort of credibility to this, being the fact that that's what I just did here. So, like I said, somebody talking or who had talked about this situation should really be showing receipts. You know, I'm kind of sad that myself and Vada have really been the only ones, but I mean, we can't convince other people to show you proof of things, you know. And I'm not going to sit here and make it my mission to prove their claims to be false. It's much more difficult to prove a negative than it is to prove a positive. And well, I have other shit to do. So, but if it's something I myself made a claim about, I will have the evidence somewhere, and it will take much less time for me to locate and show that evidence than it would for me to chase down evidence I don't currently have in efforts to disprove an accusation made by other people. So perhaps Kathy can, since and others seem to think that we as YouTube content creators, we owe it to everyone to be incredibly fair and just in everything we discuss. Hopefully she will then hold herself to the same standards regarding nonsense claims as she's holding herself or whatever to the claims I'm making. Because she has no problem demanding proof and evidence of my claims. That's great. She shouldn't. Hopefully, she has no problem making the same demands of nonsense in her claims. Though I'm not going to hold my breath here. I also want to say that because I came across this situation on Twitter where I felt the need to make this clear, is that as a content creator, I am not here to fulfill anyone's deep-seated desire of justice. I understand the feeling of wanting to see justice and things you find unjust. I understand that, but I can't fulfill that for you. I never can. I'm not here to display all things just and fair. Like, that's not my job. I'm here to have some laughs and to have some hopefully meaningful discussions. But beyond that, that's about it. I hold myself to some sense of integrity, though, where I'm not going to purposely put out information that I know is false. I will always put out things which I have determined to be true at that time. If there's new information obtained in which disputes that information that I had put out, then I will make that known and then present the new information. But that's something I'm doing for myself because I hold myself to that standard. But beyond myself, I'm not going to be able to fulfill this for people. And this is why I say all the time, take what you want from my channel, but leave what you don't want. Take what you like and leave the rest. I will never be able to represent a sense of righteousness in the world for anyone because I'm not that person. My sense of righteousness will differ from everyone else's sense of righteousness on any given situation, too, mind you. But beyond, even if it didn't, it's not a task I've assigned to myself on my channel that I created. So I can't let that task be assigned to me by anyone else either. And I understand that the same goes for Kathy. The same goes for nonsense. I get that. But again, it's the hypocrisy. Kathy here wants to point out to me that how she believes that I'm a hypocrite and I don't hold my friends or whatever to the same ethical guidelines that I hold other people to. She may be right about that. Okay. They're my friends though. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and lie for them and cover up for them either. I will report things when asked that I determine to be factful. But I don't owe you or viewers, I don't owe you to an opportunity to bear witness to my putting my friends on the defense. So I won't lie to you though, but I'm not going to put something like that in display for you. Any issue I will have with the people who I've determined to be my friends here on this platform or around this platform, I will have those discussions in private. And I assure you, believe me or not, I don't know, but I can say though with full confidence that there have been those discussions in private. And oftentimes they led to a misunderstanding or the realization of a misunderstanding rather. And there was never once have I ever found anyone to be of ill intent regarding any situation. So take that for what you will. Anyways, that's where I'm left with that. Yeah, do you see again? I think you're right. Was there a comment that preceded that? Okay. All right. She just had to find the right people. That's okay. I also think Katie genuinely couldn't handle Molly anymore. Definitely not publicly. I think you're right. Yeah. Molly's way too fucking smart for Katie. She tried to spare and get at Molly at first, but she wasn't ready and never could be for Molly. Well, thank you, DC. I don't like to read out comments that give me compliments because I think it's kind of, I don't know, shallow of me. But I'm going to read this one. EKC, mad respect for you. Never ever seen you change your character or give up. You do what is put upon your heart, and I just like to be here supporting a voice I agree with 100%. Oh, thank you. I'm sure that I'm guilty of all these things that I accuse everyone else of. I know I am. I know for a fact I am. I don't know. I try not to be. I hold this channel because it's public and because I am trying to put some sort of weight behind the things I say or whatever. So I'm holding myself to a higher standard than I do normally as a person, I think. But I don't know. I'm still going to fuck up at times. Anyway, that's about all I had here. There's more receipts and shit. I know that there's more that I found over all this time by nonsense, but they were comments on other pages posts by nonsense. And those pages posts got a lot more traffic than her pages did at that time. So I'd have to go through like 1,000 comments. And back then when I found that her comments, there weren't that many comments under these posts at the time. So I don't know if I'm going to do that like ever really, but I mean, I'll pull up the post and just do like a quick like keyword search or whatever. But I don't know if her comments were just left wide open in the comments or if the example comments will be displayed when I do the keyword search, or if it's something I would have to go deep into the replies for. I don't know. It's a lot of shit. I liked it better when Facebook didn't have reply though. It said see more, SEEMORE. But because I always called them the Seymours. Like, this one's way better than replies. I have to go see all the Seymours. Anyways. Thank you, DC. All right. Why are there so many strawberries here? Am I missing something with the strawberries? I want strawberries now. Is that strawberry? What the hell is that? What's that icon? An otter. Strawberry otter. Do otters like strawberries? I don't know what the strawberry means. I want to know. Can you please add cat items to your phone? Oh shit, yes, right. I haven't even fucked with that list. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. I ordered her one cool toy though. I'm waiting for it's gonna be delivered. And I ordered it through Temu, so it's gonna take like almost a week to get here, but I got like 4 days left or so. But here I'll show a picture of it real quick. It's so cool. Okay. I have to make sure though that the dog's not around when I play with this with her because I don't want the dog to eat the balls. But see, look at I can't tell if I can see it. Let me go here. Okay. See? It's a little Nerf ball that throws out little balls for her to chase down and catch. I thought that was the coolest thing. I can't let the dog play with it though, because the dog will just fucking swallow him probably. But oh, strawberries are for otters. Claire says that. Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right, and then no, I'm gonna wrap this up. I feel like shit. I want to go lay down for a little bit before work. So thanks for being here, and here are your receipts, there, Kathy. I'm sure I can't wait to hear it now. Well, she never directly said that, so you're just assuming things. What the fuck else could she have meant when she said this shit? When she pretty much fucking said this shit, and all the insinuations about how her select six or whatever, they're accomplices to what? I mean, fucking pull. Why don't you, Kathy, pull the blinders off of your fucking eyes and quit looking at shit through your own hateful bias and just see things for what they are, your friend included. All right. That note. Have a good day, everyone. Later.